Hi, today I am going to touch on open floor plans versus walls and answering the question, which are more desirable? Should I take down the walls that I have in between my living room and my dining room and open it up? What is going to bring in the most money and what is going to be the most appealing floor plan? So just as a precursor, there is no definitive answer to this, but I am going to touch on the cost and the benefits to both options. So open floor plans, as most people know, have become increasingly popular in the last 10 years. It's appealing because people can gather and they can see everything easier. You can be more engaged with anyone at any given moment, and you don't have to go find people. You don't have to separate and search for people, and you can all engage and flow, and the flow is a lot easier. There's not as many bottleneck areas in a house. There's not as much congestion in certain areas with an open floor plan. So that's a positive. It has, like I said, become increasingly popular in the past 10 years. That being said, we are noticing that there is a gravitating that people are doing right now towards a less open floor plan. So not that it's completely closed off, because you have the other extreme of you have your dining room, which is a room, you have your kitchen, which is a room, you have your living room, which is a room, and there are walls separating all of those areas. A lot of times people are gravitating towards a middle ground. So what that looks like in a lot of homes is you have your great room or your living room, and then it kind of flows through a smaller little maybe dining area into the bigger kitchen. And so there's a transition between those spaces so that people can still gravitate to their own spaces. Because what we found is that a lot of people want to be able to have their own space when they choose. They don't want to be in a fishbowl effect of seeing everyone all the time, but they want the accessibility to be able to do so. So by making a transition space between your two most used rooms, which is your kitchen and your living room or great room oftentimes, those two main living floor areas, by having a transition space such as a morning room or a dining room that kind of transitions you in from one to the other, makes a huge difference and is usually what flows the best and is the most appealing when people are looking at floor plans. Now, there are a lot of other factors that go into this, like how does the doorway open, where does it open within, there are a lot of pieces that play into that floor plan. But when it comes to the first floor plan in and of itself, a moderately open floor plan with some transition areas to separate those two main spaces of your kitchen and your living room is usually the most desirable. And the most appealing part of that is that you can work with that floor plan the most. So if you wanted to put up walls a lot of times you can. If you have a buyer who would really like that separation, they can do that. If you like a buyer who wants more of an open floor plan, they can open that up easily. So the buyers can go whatever direction they desire, and they're not limited, which is the biggest selling point. When buyers have options, that is a huge selling point. When they know that they can gravitate to one way or another pretty easily, that is what really drives home a house for a lot of buyers. So I hope that helps. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Let me know if you're thinking about making any alterations to your house, and if you want some ideas or you want just some insight as to what kind of value that would bring. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help.